So this project we're doing, we actually are sending a weather balloon up to about 100,000 feet, give or take.
Thing in the air in 1 hour? 1 hour? Yeah, we should be able to.
Alright, we need another. We're gonna use his smart.
Guys. What are we doing?
Mr. Smart decided to give us a project to do since this is his last year and he's retiring. And he still has money in his budget, which he's using on us now. He said to us, and I quote, "I didn't think that my classes before you guys could handle a project this big. But you guys have come to me and I know you all have the desire to work. And you all have the willpower to make this happen." So Mr. Smart wants to go out with the bang, and we're one of his brightest classes. So he's using us to go out with that bang.
Okay, hold on. Do I? Okay, it's 0. Look up. Oh. Not anymore. Smart, this one lifts almost 2 pounds.
That's 2 pounds, 1 pound, or 3 pounds.
It took it
Somewhere around 3.5 pounds.
It took it before.
It took it up.
It took it with Dom. That is good.
We are starting with the prototype, which will be launched on March 28th, which is this Thursday. And that prototype will tell us if we're good to go, pretty much. It tells us that our electronics equipment is assembled properly, our thermometers and our thermistors and our other meters work properly, our readings are accurate. Make sure our videos can be sent, make sure our pictures can be sent, because with the launch of our final project, which will be sometime the week of May 5th, we're going all the way up to 100,000 feet, and if nothing works properly on it, it was just a waste of time and money.
It's fine, bro. Bro, you about stabbed that balloon. I would have killed you. I know. I hope this won't cause like an accident. Well, no, it's trying to lift it Smart. Look at that.
That's why I said it's about more.
Well, Smart, it's because we ain't got no space on this.
No, we're not giving any more space. There's more space in the thing.
Well, it's always going to be boring if it's attached to it.
Yeah, I guess we went the wind up.
I think we got a lot done today. I think probably the biggest thing we learned was that it's going to take a lot of time to get everything together. And I think the first thing I thought of when we were out there, since we had a lot of problems with the wind, I was thinking, we need to get somebody to find the earliest weather report we can, because that's going to be a huge factor in limiting it, because we've only got a week planned out for it, May 6th through the 10th, and I don't want, if that whole week is like rain or whatever, we might have to plan to do this maybe even during summertime, like when school's out. But I was kind of disappointed that we weren't able to go more than like 30 feet today. But I'm gonna trust Smart, because he knows what he's doing, and we don't want these landing in power lines or whatever, because that would bring a lot of unnecessary drama.
Now on this project, we have about 4 weeks to complete, and we're now divided upon a hierarchy of students: project manager, a floor manager, which is me, and then we have supervisors of each department. Now our project manager, Mark Musel, I told you what he does about how he makes sure everything happens, everything gets done and whatnot. And me, I supervise, make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, staying on task, and I manage our budget I pretty much, anything financial comes to me before it goes to anybody else. We have 5 different departments: research and development, component engineering, which is the soldering of boards, make sure all the pieces are in right, programming, which programs the boards to send the information back here, outlook, which is the construction and pretty much the final look of the project, and flight engineering, which is all the math and all the calculations needed to go in the project.
We're sending up 2 signals. Let's see, 2 signals are coming back. One is the lower quality video signal, and one will be the temperatures and light, and many other readings.
All right, so today is the day. We spent the last 9 weeks getting this balloon project ready, getting all the electronics set up, getting, talking to all the officials that we need to, everybody at school, all the government officials, and we are ready. Excited. Definitely one of those things where we're here and I just want to launch it, but it's going to take a while to prep, and I'm like,
What we gotta do is we gotta fill that balloon up. Cancel the card. Cancel it. Keep a hold of it. We're fine.
And the students are just inflating the balloon to its last lifting weight, and then hopefully with the winds cooperating, we'll be able to get this thing off the ground and get it up into the air and get some telemetry. Then we'll start chasing the balloon, and hopefully it'll land someplace where we can get to it, and then we recover the payloads and we'll have a successful launch.
We're clear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let her go! Holy Jesus! Picture. Bye! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We didn't have anything on there that didn't need to be on there.
Alright, so Friday was finally the day of the launch, last Friday. That was 4 days ago, and it went really well. We had our 2 teams. They both worked perfectly, in my opinion, as far as the way I planned on them being organized. Puel's team got a head start and started tracking it earlier.
We're about 40 miles down here, 50 miles down here from the launch point at least. Balloon's currently up at 88,000 feet and moving 29 miles an hour to the west.
While me and Smart and Dustin and the other people with us were able to spend some time and gather some data from the launch site, which was a big advantage because we were able to prove that everything worked and take some time and sit there and get some information before we had to go start tracking it. And anyways, that worked out really well. Afterwards, we were able to leave and move our operation south, and that balloon went really far. You'll probably be able to see in some of the trajectories and stuff, but at one point it got up to 100 miles per hour, which when we saw that, we were pretty scared because we thought it was going to go all the way to Kentucky. Later on in the evening, when we tracked it to what we thought was the landing site, we had a bit of an adventure. We were a little bit behind schedule, and a lot of the gentlemen who were with us were complaining about how they had to, go home and talk to the parents, which was understandable. But it made it hard because I would ask somebody, hey, could you go look for this for a couple minutes? And they'd say, hey, how long do I have to do this? And I'm like, hey, until we find it. And they'd be like, I just want to get out of here.
Out here for almost 20 minutes. I don't know if you want to call it at 30 minutes or if we should be out here for an hour.
So that made the recovery effort a bit harder, but eventually it came down to 3 people left who didn't have to be home at any certain time. Mr. Smart, me, and Dustin. And we searched for a couple hours. We found out basically what area it was in, but we didn't find anything. So it was cool because it was like almost just our time to just like sort of reminisce about it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, we're guys, we wouldn't like plan a time to come together and talk about all the balloon days. But because it was just us who were left, we were able to talk about it and just how much fun we had. And it was really cool because it was just some time to spend with Mr. Smart since he is retiring before he had to go, and something electronics related, and it was a lot of fun. So as of right now, 4 days later, we haven't found the balloon. And we know what hill it is in. We're still doing some tracking efforts. But as I said earlier in the trip, we have not recovered the balloon, but we have recovered an awesome memory.